Hi everyone, it's Mike with Crane Realty. Right off the gate, I want to ask kind of a personal question, and it pertains to all of you who have a significant other. How was your very first date with that person? Hopefully, like myself, you can remember that moment and look back on it fondly. I know for my wife, we're approaching our 10th anniversary this summer. Going back to '08, I took her to the mall area because, you know, when we're in high school, that's what we do. So I took her to the Bonefish Grill. We had a wonderful dinner. I believe she ordered salmon, which tasted delicious there. And then after that, we went and we saw the movie The Dark Knight, one of my favorite movies. I certainly continue to always look back on that, and it always gives me a smile. And sharing those different moments and stuff with family, with friends, colleagues, and friends and clients, I get to hear a lot of your stories, and not all of them. A lot of them are looked back fondly, but some of them do have some funny stories to them. Others are kind of like, yeah, I'm glad I gave that person a second date. And that's always interesting to me because obviously there's some times where it's like maybe you come out of work and you're not in the greatest headspace, or that person might have said something or did whatever, and it's like, I'm glad I gave them a second chance. I gave it a second date, and now here we are. You're probably like, Mike, where are we going with this? In real estate, when I take clients to see properties, I get to see a lot of first dates, and not all of them go particularly well, right? There are certainly some times where, a client's coming from a really hard day of work, or maybe they get out of the car, we start walking the property, and the seller might have missed a dog gift or something like that. And that can certainly take you out of a showing and just get you in a mind space that's like, okay, I'm ready to write this property off. And that totally is understandable. I get that. In this market, which unfortunately is really asking a lot of buyers to make some compromises, right? I know for a lot of people, the ideal is to purchase right where we're qualified to, or what our financial credibilities are, and we're getting that home that has a lot of square footage, a big backyard, or a pool or whatever. And there's certainly, I'm seeing for a lot of buyers making some of those compromises. So to ask for one more, I get it. That certainly can be challenging. But in this market, what I really would want to encourage is that we don't miss that opportunity. When we see the property, certainly treat it like a first date. How did it go? We'll talk about it right after we do the showing. If it is something that, you're excited about, hopefully with some delayed negotiations gives you a chance to kind of think about it, maybe revisit it with a second showing or like a virtual tour. A lot of them do a 3D Matterport, which is really great. And just giving a property its fair shake. I know for a lot of people, it's like, nah, I'm really glad I went on that second date. And for a lot of different buyers, I've done the second date part with them, and they don't regret anything. They're super excited. In fact, a lot of times I hear, oh, I didn't realize that it had this before, or they're really excited because they noticed some different features. That happens pretty much every time I do a second showing, because they were in a different headspace. They weren't looking at it initially the way that they would have liked to on the second go around. So certainly if it's your first showing on a property, kind of shake off whatever situations you went through that day, whether it's with work or anything else, and just give that property its due, its fair opportunity, and see if it works for you. So hopefully you kind of got a chance to hear a little bit about my a little bit of my backstory, and talking about clients and kind of different mindsets and stuff. And in this market, there's not a lot of inventory, so kind of getting in that right frame of mind when you walk into a property. I know it sounds like a really small thing, but it might be the difference between getting that property or not. So if you could also do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button, where we're always coming out with additional content each week. I know this one didn't have a whole lot of technical stuff relating to the market, but I think it is a really big piece that for our mindsets going into a property is something that we tend to miss out on. And trying to do a second showing sometimes invites even more competition, as a lot of people might be doing something similar as well. So hopefully this helped. Again, feel free, give me a call. I'd be happy to schedule that first date. on a property or showing, and we can go from there with your home search. I'm Mike with Crane Realty, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.